Sky Sports Fantasy Football Transfer Tips, Alexandre Lacazette, Sergio Aguero. It's game week 7 and the Sky Sports Fantasy Football champion from 2 seasons ago is back with some top tips for your eyes. Aleksandar Mitrovic, Maddison and Mo Salah repaid fantasy football faith with goals and MOTM awards, though Wilfried, Zaha and Eden Hazard failed to deliver in their Premier League games. This weekend's action is spread across 3 days and here, 2016-17 champ Dan Cox provides his latest tips. Pick your Sky Sports Fantasy Football team. It's worth remembering that before his red card and subsequent 3-match ban, Richarlison started the season in blistering form. 3 goals and 2 MOTM awards in his opening 2 matches made the Brazilian a must-have. Now he is back in the side and looking dangerous. He had 2 great efforts against Arsenal and on another day could have scored twice. The next 3 fixtures for Everton seem favourable: Fulham, Leicester and Crystal Palace. The Crystal Palace fixture in GW11 is on a single game day, so moving now could save you a transfer further down the line and give you an all-important captaincy choice. Manchester City host Brighton at the Etihad on Saturday, and again Sergio Aguero is firmly in my thoughts. With 47 points for the season from 4 goals and 2 assists, he's been steadily going about his business. Rather frustratingly, he was withdrawn early in the 5-0 win over Cardiff last weekend, but he still managed a goal and Tier 1 shots bonus. I don't think it will be long before he knocks in another hat-trick, and you would not want to be without him on one of those days. I am sitting on the fence with Arsenal's striking options. Unai Emery's side face Watford on Saturday, and I think that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang or Alexandre Lacazette could be a great pick. I'm just not sure which one. In the last 3 Premier League games they have started together, they have both scored in 2 of them. Lacazette has 32 points this season, through 2 goals, 2 assists and 1 MOTM, whereas Aubameyang is on 22 points with 2 goals. However, Aubameyang is priced over $1 million more at £12.5 million, compared to Lacazette at just £11.4 million. Despite this, the Gabon international is still owned by more managers at 8.9% compared to Lacazette at just 4.4%. Lacazette may just edge it as his price allows you to invest in other areas. The only Premier League game on Sunday is Cardiff v Burnley, and Joe Hart is a great pick. The Burnley keeper already has 35 points this season and is priced at just 6.4 meters. Selected by just 3.6% of Sky Sports Fantasy Football bosses, he has kept 2 clean sheets and made save bonus points in his last 4 games, so in my opinion he's a solid pick. Burnley seem to have turned a corner now after their disappointing start, with a 4-0 demolition of Bournemouth last week. I know it seems a long way off, but in GW16 there is a single game day again between Burnley and Newcastle, so by getting Hart now, that will provide you with cover for that game too. October 1, 2018, 7 p.m. live on to Monday night, and it is Bournemouth v Crystal Palace at the Vitality Stadium. Again, I am going to hedge my bets here by offering up 2 alternatives. I normally always look for goals and potential MOTM targets, so Wilfried Zaha would be my first pick. He has started well enough with 3 goals and 27 points and usually will be in line for MOTM if he does anything of note. Alternatively, Aaron Wan-Bissaka at £6.6 million is a very cheap defensive option. He is on 40 points for the season, deriving from 3 clean sheets, 2 MOTM awards and numerous tackle bonuses. He has actually made tackle bonus points in 3 games this season and has returned 26 points in his last 3 games since returning to action following his red card. He could be a great captaincy choice on Monday if you are not sold on Zaha. In just 8.3% of teams, he could be a shrewd pick. Again in GW11, Crystal Palace face Everton in a single game day, so if you do not have an Everton player, then by owning a Palace asset you will have a captain for the day. Any fantasy football questions or dilemmas? Find me on Twitter at DanCox82 and I'll happily answer them. If you want more Sky Sports Fantasy content, be sure to check out Fantasy Football Hub. You can also listen to the Sky Fantasy podcast by searching for it wherever you get your podcasts. Jeff gave away £1.5 million last month. And are your predictions to be the next winner here?